now. You have lost the most cases as an Attorney General.
29 out of 30.
You understand? Your name should be Faris Losmos. Right?
20 out of 29 out of 30.
The biggest loser ever, 29 out of 30.
Put some money in an envelope and give the poor people where you're coming in for.
You understand?
I don't like what him to do.
And on top of that now, you're coming to ask why they're dependent on this US list. For various reasons. But before we get to that, when Ole was in power for 9.5 years, where Ole lists? Or the commissioners of police that you all had,
At
at your disposal during your tenure, including the conqueror, Gary Griffith himself,
Right.
the measuring stick. Ole never get a list from them. So what we really talking about here? You're just making noise for making noise sake. You're making noise and you ain't saying nothing.
Well, I sort of, in the capitalist system, I hate the adversarial policies that I just don't like the tit for tat, boy. Oh God, you're in opposition and oppose everything, boy.
Yeah, because all right, let me be sensible here, right? Maybe that list compiled by the US might have names beyond.
I'm just disgusting, yes.
No, but listen, man, it may have names beyond the gang leaders. Some of the bigger names in the country might be involved in illegal drug trade. That
Right.
the US have been tracking or whatever the case might be. And maybe they're on that list and maybe local police can be trusted with that
All right,
list.
okay. Fair
Right?
enough.
So let's just say
But
that is
normally
a possibility.
Because normally when the FBI holds you, it is normally 3 years down, most
Right.
of the times, right? And when you get before a table, it's not if you're going down, it's how much you're going down for,
For what you're going down for, yeah.
right? Because there's only one man that got hold by the FBI twice in this country, twice.
Right.
And that is the Jim Owner from an Arima.
Yes.
Jim Owner from an Arima got hold by the FBI twice and got let go.
Yes.
Right? That tells you something, right?
But of course.
Well, you can figure it out from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a matter of if you're going down, it's how much you're going down for or what they can bargain for to get what they want, right? So that alone should tell you something. You have to be paying
Exactly.
attention in this tongue, You have to be paying attention and mind your business, Half all you don't be minding all the business, and that will cause the problem.
Correct.
Or you don't be minding all the business at all. Or you don't be watching what's going on. I know, funny enough, I reached that point now. You see these small things, people business and them kind of thing. I'd be on the block lineman sometimes, right? And then fellas them must tell me I slow. But I know I real hip to things, right? But you see these small things, I don't really pay attention to that too much, I don't really, like there are 2 pedophiles wrong by me there right now. We're marking right now.
What?
Yeah, we're marking right now for about 3 years now. We're marking them. We know they have things, and things happening, and I pretending like means I was seeing, you know what I mean? Because I so focused on what I on that I don't be on them too much.
You're not on them.
Yeah,
Right.
not on them too much, you know what I mean? So all this, that's what I tell you, as we going through Facebook on a regular basis and TikTok and watching all sorts of games playing, all sorts of games by different people.
Yeah.
People who you never thought was inside is inside. And they're making their commentary and making their blasting comments and whatever. And the adversarial nature of politics and Trinidad is very disgusting. Right? Because when the UNC inside is bacchanal. When the PNM inside, the UNC doing the same thing the PNM doing. And so it goes, right?
Yeah.
I don't like it too much, but it is what it is. You have to suck it up and get with the program, basically.
All right.
But generally, it's not a nice thing to be seen every minute. You're just needling. So what you're hoping that this government just dismantle and fall so that you could get back in?
Well,
That's
apparently,
the plan? After 11 months?
To take the country down a road of destruction again, because that is where they took us, financially, socially, everywhere.
And this lady fighting the good fight to try to get things back in order one by one. She can't eat elephant whole, right? You have to eat elephant in pieces, right? And generally, the woman is doing that. She trying to eat the elephant in pieces because you can't eat the elephant whole. You can't come in and just sort of change things rough. And worse yet, you don't have no money. If you had money, you could have changed a lot of things one time.
Snap of a finger. It takes money to do everything.
But now that you don't have the money, you imagine you come in and you have to fight now to right the economy. That is one. And then on top of that, change the things that are bad for the country, one by one. and still be a good prime minister in the middle of all
Listen,
of that.
listen,
Still be a
listen.
good prime minister in the middle of all of that.
I have a clip to run,
Yeah.
right? That speaks to that, right? In terms of changing things, right? And that clip speaks to the mentality and the backward nature of Trinidadian people,
Yeah.
but it speaks to something even a little further than that and more, boy, more
Yeah,
frightening.
yeah, but we don't
But-
read, but
uh-huh.
we just taking everything that TikTok says,
Mm-hmm.
and TikTok is a very, very, very dangerous place.
of course.
if you don't know what's going
What's
on,
going on? You
if
know
you
what's going
don't
on.
have enough information, TikTok is going to lead you astray
Yeah.
because it have a mix of political dudes inside of there, dudes and dudettes. You know, they're doing what they want, saying what they want, kind of thing, and swaying the narrative in a certain
In
way.
a certain direction because they know you're lazy and you wouldn't go and
UNC
look
trying
for
to
the
fight
truth.
up to try to get the communication inside same way,
Mm-hmm.
and all these different, and on top of that you have AI stuff. It's almost every
yeah.
minute of the day somebody with some AI stupidness with Trump voice, with somebody trying to sway the narrative in a
You didn't see
certain
that
way.
thing with Kevin
The
Ramnarine?
Dems trying to do what?
You didn't see the thing with Kevin Ramnarine?
No, I didn't see that one.
You didn't see that clip?
No, I didn't see that one yet. No.
He had to come out and make a whole statement on it.
Yeah.
Somebody do some AI video, right? Saying that, on so and so date, people rush to the banks and the ATMs was pack up and thing because Kevin Ramnarine, a former government minister under the People's Partnership, had some financial
Program,
some financial program.
They're doing it with
for you
with
to-
Brian Lara too.
and-
They're doing
and-
that with
yeah,
Right York
and
too.
they have him. They
A
pull
couple
up.
of them well.
They pull up a clip of him talking on a UNC platform,
Yep.
and they put in the audio, like if he said that and all kind of thing, and he did an interview just yesterday or day before.
That's why
having
again-
to come out and say, listen, I do not know that as a AI.
I
You
want to
understand?
talk. I want to talk to Renee about the
And-
governance of. I want to get her on the program to talk about the governance of AI because that is where our stumbling blocks will be. You see, the governance of AI.
Yeah.
Introducing it is one thing, but the governance of it is also another. Because if you are a serious contender and you're going through TikTok on a daily basis, all of that's go through it for an hour. Go through it for an hour and tell me what is all they're saying. Tell me if you're not seeing destructive. You see no kind of thing about China and the bomb and this one and
I
this
set up
and
fear-mongering, I
and
set up
breaking
fear-mongering,
news
fear-mongering.
and I set up choppiness
Yeah,
all over the place.
nonsense.
Boy.
I don't pay. I just know what to pay attention to and what not to pay attention to. Like this,
Yeah, but what about those who can't?
like this article here, people might pay attention to it, but we might not because this man was replaced by a DJ recently. Amy Brown, Prime Minister must explain the U.S. coalition.
A big long
feel
watery
like-
soups for you, boy.
You feel like a shoop's longer than me? Let me hear your best shoops there.
No, I can't get a good long soups.
Let's see, boy.
Yeah, big long watery soups.
You understand? but them fellas are them just come out from, boy. But them fellas, what is the real purpose? What is his accomplishment?
The $44,000. That the accomplishment they won.
Yeah, but what is his accomplishment as a politician?
Nothing.
What has he done?
Nothing.
Where's Penny accomplishment as a politician? What legislation has she championed?
Controlling
or
her emotional
what?
quotient.
And
She good at
bacon.
that.
And bacon.
And bacon.
Don't forget bacon.
Is she
You can't
controlling her
forget that.
emotional quotient? Yeah, she good at that.
Don't forget the bacon.
Bacon and stick fighting. She a stick fight too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she a stick fight
What?
too. I mean,
A
she
penny
need stick
for your
fighting.
thoughts, boy.
Yeah, she need stick fighting thing too.
All right, so I'll tell you what.
Good bake.
Let me just take this first break here, this short break, very quickly. Because on the issue of the Prime Minister having to change things, you see that part of the conversation we just had here? Change is a hell of a thing. And change is a very difficult thing when you are living in a society where the mentality of the people, right? It's in a place where it is a place of ignorance. It's in a place of ignorance, right? The president of the Taxi Association was asked by a TV6 reporter about the new red light and the U-turn system that the government is going to implement. I want you to hear the answer. I want you to keep in mind that this is the president of the association. So this is the man that's sitting at the tippy top of this association and leading people. This is the man that's leading people.
Maybe our customers over that done.
And Well,
nothing new.
if you think if you feel he's a dunce, before, when you finish, when you hear what he had to say, you gotta find a new word to describe him. I think it gone beyond dunce, but we will get to that. All the whole Sam Strain, we come into that. We'll be back after this.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I got right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
We're gonna run. It's with the president of the Taxi Association, and he was asked by the reporters about the new red light system and the U-turn system. Now, of course, the government has been trying to get the road carnage and get people to abide by the laws of the road, right? Some people have not been happy with that because of the increase in the fines. However, when we spoke to Brent Batson, here on Off the Record, Brent did tell us that fines are down right now. Ticketing is down, which means that
Men complain.
Exactly, people are being compliant. Now, the Taxi Association, of course, the taxi drivers on the road more than the average driver, right? And of course, this new red light system, I think, is needed. I think the U-turn system is one that is needed and should be welcome. These are things that have been
here. U-turn is already here.
U-turn already here.
Yeah.
So these are things that have been adopted in all over the world, right? But somehow or the other, the president of the Taxi Association, well, he had some other thoughts, which we'll share with you now. I want to listen carefully. So here we go. Let's see if I have a video. Boy. You literally said the government is holding a big stick over the drivers. Let me see. Alright, it's loading up here. God, if I didn't know it was all that drama. Alright, so here we go.
We affect the citizens even further.
Alright, so we're going.
But we believe that some of those laws that they are putting in place will negatively affect the citizens even further, right? Such as this new U-turn system or red light camera system that they are going to put in place. We believe that basically is going to turn people paupers in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? We honestly believe that there are a lot more things that they can implement to get the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to do what is right or to do the lawful thing. Because all we are seeing them doing at this point in time is putting the big stick outside there and beating the citizens to a pulp. Right? And I'm saying that something had to change. Right? Something have to change. So we are saying that they need to sit down as a committee or a board and think about different ways in how to get the people of Trinidad and Tobago to do what is right.
Now, okay, I need you to look at me, all right? So you'll just look at me. In what way would these, like you cite the red light system, in what way would it make people poor?
They have already implemented stiffer penalties, which is tickets used to be $200. Now it's $1,000 and it goes up even more if you don't pay it on time. Right? Everything that the government have done so far is to benefit them. They have done nothing to benefit the drivers on the roadway, and they have done nothing to benefit the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Right? We believe that there are other ways and other methods in order to reach the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to drive better on the roadway or to be more law-abiding. Right? We have done some research where we have seen that there are countries in the world where are now giving incentives to drivers to drive properly on the road, such as a lotto system, where if you drive at your best for the year, you can get your name put into a lotto system where they'll draw at the end of the day once you have no outstanding tickets or anything about you and give you a prize. Right? So you don't have to beat the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to a pulp by ticketing them all the time. Things are already hard in this country. Right? I understand that you're going to say that if you are a law-abiding citizen, you have nothing to worry about. But we as taxi drivers on the road every day come to a certain point where we are tired. Sometimes we may happen to run a red light at some point in time, which we know is dangerous. But we are on the roadway more than everybody else in this country, and we stand to be more affected negatively from these new systems that they are putting in place. Right? It's very oppressive, and I believe a lot more could be done to have the citizens of Trinidad do what is right.
But Mr. Costa, are you looking at things from a full view? And I ask that because you might be saying, oh, we as drivers, we might be tired and run a red light, but you might run a red light and kill someone.
Yes, and we understand that, and I said before, it's dangerous. Sometimes I got ticketed for a seatbelt because, the vehicles that we drive, sometimes we have to come out of those vehicles on a regular basis to remove the seat for the passenger to come out. So every time we come out, we have to remember to put back on our seatbelt. Right? And I'm saying that as taxi drivers, we are more frequently on the road, and we are more open to these fines that they are bringing forth concerning the roadway.
We saw what happened in terms.
All right. That is That is Adrian Acosta, the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Taxi Drivers Network. X, I want to ask you a simple question, How does the Prime Minister, right, change that mindset?
No, you can't change that.
So, okay, well then how are we going to move forward?
She just had to be a bully. She had to do what she had to do.
You hear what he said?
Yes.
He said he had to remember to put on his seatbelt every time he had to come out of the car because he had to move the seat up for the passengers to sit on. Then he had to remember to put on his seat. It has something called muscle memory, brother.
Remove with seat.
He said as a taxi driver, he's had to move the seat. For the, some of these...
The 7-seaters?
Yes, he's had to move the seat.
Here.
Right. So you had to move the seat. So you had to come out of the car to move the seat. And then you had to remember to put back on your seatbelt.
It's one job you have, One job you have. And if moving the seat is part of your responsibility, it's one job you have.
One job you have?
You don't have 2 and 3 job here. One job you have.
But putting on a seatbelt is muscle memory.
But everybody saying that's supposed to be standard. That's supposed to be standard. And worse yet for a taxi driver. Because if a normal man would put on a seatbelt 10 times for the day, a man in a maxi or a taxi or wherever it is would put on a seat 100 times for the day.
Exactly.
Because every trip requires that you have on your seatbelt.
You have on your seatbelt.
So that's muscle memory there. From the time you get in, your hand does naturally get to the seatbelt.
Yeah.
You remember when seatbelt law had now come in, was a big issue.
Yeah.
And people were getting tickets regularly.
Yes.
You saw it started boil down, the numbers started come down.
Come down.
Because people started to comply because it became natural.
That's
part
right.
of your nature. As you get in a car, your hand reach for a seatbelt. and they pulling it. Even when I out foreign, when I go Miami and them thing and in our back seat, I had to pull my seatbelt in the back seat.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to do that. And after the first 3 or 4 days, it becomes natural.
Natural. I will take this one. Let me take our WhatsApp call there. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man, what's going on?
We as Trinbagonians have gotten so accustomed to not enforcing the law and breaking the law that it becomes the norm. So when they start to enforce the law to ensure law and order, everybody now have a problem to deal with that. But what has to happen in order for me to move from one position to the next, and at the same time to have that culture change. Otherwise, we remain third world countries, as they say, Banana Republic. Yeah. Now, there's another issue. I'll answer about that. I was highlighted this morning with the turtles. No, that's an international thing, and they need to police these beaches more, or even close the beaches during that season when they come to lay the eggs and do what they have to do.
Yeah.
Because if they don't do that, then people put up signs doesn't make a difference.
Correct.
And people normally push the boundaries, and the leisure fair is a carefree situation.
Right.
So my suggestion is to close the beaches when they come to nest during the season. Because it's an international thing.
Okay, no problem.
So we have to look at things from that perspective. And Trinidadians, we find it difficult to change, to follow law and order. If you don't have your license, then you're not supposed to drive. You have to obey the highway code. That's why you go through regulations, all kind of things. I'm going to leave that for other people to come in and talk about.
All right, man, no problem. Yeah, man, cool. Yeah, no, that's a serious thing, you know. I'm telling you, something had to be wrong with these fellas, and this is the president of a taxi association, you know.
Right.
Morning,
Stephan and X.
Yeah, man.
You know, we have all sorts of laws. Trinidad had to think about making laws for dummies and PNM supporters, you know. Are gone.
Oh, God, Lord have mercy, I tell you. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Stephan. Morning.
Yes, I.
Yeah, you see it on the road today. Some of them maxi and taxis still trying to take shortcuts, break the rules. So, I mean, some people just have to conform and they need a big whip.
And this is the problem. We are a society, unfortunately. Yeah, we are a society, unfortunately, that requires a big stick. And the Prime Minister is who said it yesterday. One of our callers, I think a citizen nobody boy, he alluded to the fact that this government has a lot of dirty work to do.
Yeah.
Is nobody had said that?
Yeah, a lot of serious work to do, yeah.
And that is the problem. They have all the dirty work to do, and it's going to make people uncomfortable and vexed.
And painful in some instances.
Yes, but it is part of a process for progress. Morning.
Yeah, gentlemen, morning.
Yes, I.
Yeah, that muscle memory thing so real, right? As a driver who accustomed driving, you ever jump in the passenger seat, but you reach in for the seatbelt on your right-hand side? and you and you're supposed to be pulling from your left.
I used to get that hot regular when I come back from foreign. When I come back from foreign, I used to do that.
But one next thing too is
on the other side.
That driver, that association man, why I don't know where the fellas come from, because a lot of people in Trinidad have this slave mentality. And when I mean slave mentality, what I mean is only when the authorities are wrong, then they do what they need to do.
Right.
And this thing about defines oppressive. It's only oppressive if you break any law. Well, you ever drive going down south and see how some of them taxi drivers just drive? Overtaking, no indicator, jumping you all on the shoulder. So if they get ticket, take a ticket.
That is all. If you don't want to get a ticket, just don't break the law. That is all.
But like I always say, the man talking about how every time he come out, he had to open my door. And if you don't remember to put on your seatbelt, that means you're not accustomed using your seatbelt.
It's one job you have, one job.
All right,
no maths, don't know rocket science.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, cool.
It's one job you have.
Yeah,
Get it correct now.
Let me go to
Rajan.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephan, morning, morning. Hey, Stephan, is that guy you just talked to? Is he the president of the taxi?
Yeah, we didn't talk to him, you know.
Right?
The reporter talked to him. We just run the clip. Yeah.
Well, okay. That guy, that's a PNM mentality. That guy has to be foolish.
No, it's true, you know.
I mean, those are the taxi drivers put him as president.
Yeah, that's
oh my God, they need to change them people, boy, because that's the exact way PNM people think. I mean, you have to change those people mentality. You understand from the youth right now. Change their mentality and thinking.
They could take the grooming of a whole generation.
Well, we had no other choice. Actually, we had no choice.
I know
Because the older folks, like the president, that's what they're teaching the kids the wrong thing.
Well, true.
And that's the problem, man. That'd be good. And the other ex. Listen, I haven't had a ticket in Florida for 15 years. I driving. I haven't had a ticket. Not in my speeding or light.
I gave a 4 ticket in Brooklyn the other day. 4.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah, I follow the rules. I try to follow. Because I can't say that for my son. My son has ticket like he's crazy. But for me, no ticket. That's good, man. Later, extra.
All right, Roger. Yeah, man.
Because I was working Uber out there.
Yeah.
And I only passing, and I only flashing, me. I only getting ticket until I get the hang of it, and then
you pay US money tickets.
$75 per ticket, buddy. Oh, $75 per ticket.
Look Trump calling. Yeah, Trump.
For news, Trump.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Good morning.
Use that man out in foreign.
Good morning.
Use that man out in foreign. You tell me if that man make any sense.
Listen to me now, man. I would not dignify even trying to comment on that level
that piece of diatribe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
One job you have. One job you have.
Billy Old Clinton. When he said,
anything that secure the rules, they love that. Anything that secure the rules.
Exactly. Where's the laws? Yeah. Where's the laws in Trinidad surrounding PH drivers?
PH drivers? It have no PH drivers.
No law.
It have no
nah,
PH drivers.
Didn't Jack do something when he tried to bring Minister of Transportation?
I was the person that instituted that, and then Heavy and them took over. Heavy and Tolman and them took over. I wrote the policy and everything for bringing a PH into the PH into
so
PH.
It's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have excellent.
I was young and stupid then.
Yeah, Stephan on next morning again.
Yeah, man.
Reason why picking up from when I called yesterday, Mr. Nobody made. I didn't think of it this way. He was saying when oil prices drop, it might work to the advantage. And I wanted to regurgitate what he was saying, but it had to do with building back up the refinery and all that kind of stuff. And it made a lot of logic, man, Mr. Nobody. So thanks for opening my eyes to something. So not only the rise in oil prices, but even the drop too.
Mariano said it yesterday in our interview on the other show. He said the same thing that nobody said, but he said it in a uptown way.
Okay.
in an uptown kind of way.
All right.
He said the same thing what nobody said.
Right. But Mr. Nobody, one thing I have to let you know though. Please don't call me Sleepy Joe. I am far from Sleepy Joe.
He make you out. Sleepy
but listen though. Mr. Nobody, don't let me have to expose you, my brother. How much did you pay for that golden Trump sneakers? I know you have up here. From a man he used to court Doricks and stuff and all that. And in addition to that, if you go ahead and call me Sleepy Joe one more time again, I will also show the silk red shorty pajamas that Trump had worn at one certain night.
Yeah. Stormy.
Okay, and I think you have a pair. I think you have a pair yourself.
Yeah, Stormy.
Anyway, I just being facetious. But
Stormy
anyway.
pajamas.
Oh, God.
Wait, this is what used to say. When the ex told me to give an account, he say all I heard was and that was it for the rest of the day. Anyway,
man.
I go on before a drone get me. I go on.
All right, man. Oh God, Lord have mercy! I telling you. Hey, we have some sweet callers, I lied. Let me take this one here. Hello, good morning.
Looks Zakia calling.
Good morning.
Hello, KFC.
Yeah, morning.
Come back and
I see a voice note.
Thing is real, you know. You're going in the wrong side. You're looking on the wrong side to pull your seat belt and all this kind of thing.
Right.
And if you're right, I'm Muslim. Everything is.
Man, see, you 5 levels to get taxi managers.
I focus in trying to remember not to put on the seat belt when I'm taking my car out of the driveway.
Right.
To put it on the road to go back and close the gate.
Right.
20 times I sit down, put on my seatbelt, drive out, and don't have to take it off to get up to go and
close the gate.
Yeah. So
Right.
that is so in you that don't come out.
Yeah.
Only if you are accustomed not wearing seatbelt, then you have to focus on trying to remember to put it on.
Correct.
That one too is callers, people, citizens. You see this PNM, quote unquote PNM, people phrase. I can't help but thinking it have deeper connotations.
Yeah.
I prefer always say PNM party members. When you say PNM people, I can't help it, but I think I just feeling you have deeper connotations. All you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Say PNM party members. Don't say PNM quote unquote people.
All right.
No
cool.
problem.
Yeah, man.
No problem. All right.
Take that care, voice note.
Yeah, man. We have a voice note here. But she delete it? Oh, no. She deleted one.
Man, I think. That man.
Is that man?
I think so.
All right, so you're going with the first one then.
Yeah.
Morning, Stephan.
Yes,
Morning,
Mr.
X.
Hi, KFC.
Mr. Stephan and Mr. X. I know this is a wealthy program. It's a line 6 something number. I had the money to call in because the place real hard. And the project with the lunch right now, 454.
It done it tomorrow.
It done it today. To spend.
Yeah.
And
Tomorrow.
they're saying to cut back on this and cut back on that. That ain't looking too good. You never borrow your question to answer. You know if you come back home yet?
Yes,
you will have press conference and deal with the issues about that?
Barry is back.
Because right now the unions are on the road, we want answers.
All right.
If you tell them they have no money in the country, you only have money for politicians and their friends and family, nothing for the poor and the needy. X say no, that man in the ground from Lavanti and pay Lavanti crying out. No lots of jobs, no opportunities in Lavanti in the state. The jobs are a certain way
I try to ask
right now.
For
across the bridge,
of this board,
no more
East Border Spin Board.
across the bridge.
Lucky off that man. You should be talking that man. Yeah,
you're trying to what?
I'm trying to get on the East Border Spin Board as the chairman of that board, right?
Okay.
Because I'll be able to do a lot in those areas, come local government and come other pieces, right? Because I have a lot of contracts to give out there, a lot of work that they can dispense there, and to keep I fed about people coming by my house and they're coming by the next MP, next shadow MP on the next side of me.
Yeah, boy.
They're coming at we hard, you know what I mean? And we had to be able to control the work. You know what I mean? And if nobody now point that board for there, they hold that board on pause for whatever reason, I don't know.
Which board is that?
Like East Border, Spain border.
Okay.
And I wrote the pillars in 2010. Remember the 4 pillars I've got for the East West Corridor? Is I wrote that.
You wrote that?
I wrote that. That ended up in the budget. Mary King put it in the budget.
Really?
Yes, I wrote that.
And they don't answer the phone when you call?
Man. They don't time with me.
Nah, X, don't do that. Don't do that. Hello, good morning.
Gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
In the UK, if they pull you aside for dangerous driving and you walk out of a club and they give you the fertilizer, they take your license away on the spot.
All right.
That's no excuses. All right. The next suggestion you know, the water taxi. That is the most beautiful ride you can get from Port of Spain and San Fernando and that.
I never tried it.
I tried it once.
No traffic jam. You're quiet, you're peaceful, you relax.
You can read a book, you can listen something in the ears and
it's enjoyable,
whatever.
and it will take a lot of cars off the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
All right.
but when they come out, they don't use the walkover.
But all right.
There's one they use in front breakfast shed. Pile up by 1,000 in front of breakfast shed and wait till the light change.
Oh God.
And the walkover is just about 10 foot away.
Yeah, just
about 10
Trinidadian
feet.
people don't like to use a walkover for some reason. The other be like to this. I don't know, boy.
This is not charging people for
Come back to
doing
that lazy mentality,
Yeah.
That fall into that lazy mentality, Morning.
Yeah, morning, Mr. X and morning, Mr. Stephan.
Yeah, man. What going on?
Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, God.
Yes, sir.
Man calling yesterday in the next program. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Let me see if I put on a good plane here today.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Land it quick. Let's go.
All right. Here happening. Now, you're talking about a situation there. Now, first they begin the taxi driver business. Now, I want I want to disagree with the president of the association in the sense that by rights you can't tell me you're going to break no traffic light for civilians. That I know. I mean, at the moment in night on a dark highway or some kind of thing, you watch carefully, good. And if you see somebody looking to stop you on a traffic light and you are nothing crossing, but you might have to save your life. I could understand them thing, which I mean, if it reached the law and law had to deal with that, they go deal with that in a certain circumstance. I could understand that. See, correct. If you ever, I get charged for a seatbelt at $1,000 some time ago. I leave home and we strongly would like forget to put on my time. We see a police in the front. Seeing about a car in the front, the driver tell me put on the seatbelt. By the time I reach the point, like the driver, the police raise his head.
That has happened, but not with a taxi or a maxi.
No, with a pickup.
Because it's one job you have, one job.
As he make it out one time, he walked to the car one time and decided to charge his driver. But that day, I was now going in the bank to pull a little 5 cents. So I had to end up paying a 15 cents now and pay the driver to pay the thing because I didn't want the obscurity eventually. So what we're saying that since after that, I just try my best. I'm driving now in the time that I wasn't driving, but I'm driving now and I just make sure.
And put on your seatbelt.
I mean, it has slipped sometime, and if it slipped, that's my fault. But I'm not supposed to slip because it is a fact that if you reach out on the main road, if you're in a hole, it's all right. But if you reach on the main road and you have no seatbelt, you get police. You got to take your charge because you're supposed to know that your CPs have to go on as you come in the car because even before you bounce that thing and you play it, anytime you move from there at all and a police see you without a seatbelt, you could get charged.
Right.
So that is a kind of no need. But what I want to hear, what I say, yesterday we talked, we talked about the licensing officer and the situation with long line and all that thing. I want to put in some things in the society here that in real we might be looking down at the public to buck up and so forth. But in real, our institutes have to truly buck up to meet the standard because the fact remains why we have such negligence in much of us in the society. It is because of the bureaucracy of the departments of ministries and things. So
is that Antonov you're landing out? Is that Antonov you're landing out?
Yeah, well, but
you can't.
It's a good thing to say the truth because the fact remains is that we have to carefully put real consciousness on the ministry. For instance, let me talk about the driving ministry. Let me talk about the license.
We gotta call me back.
Easier.
We had to go to a break. We had to go to a break.
All right, okay.
We had to go to a break.
Is the Antonov landing there?
I really had to go to a break.
You had to give my ATR in the game so you can land it quick and be done with. Another Antonov.
So I tell you what, we're going to take a short pause. When we come back, we'll wrap up the first hour. We got news at 10, headed your way at the top of the hour, so make sure and pay attention to that. You know, something he said there. Oh, with that maxi taxi driver, the license officer, right?
Yeah.
You know, it have another video circulating where he blocked a whole road.
Yeah.
Because he is on an altercation with our next driver and just blocked the whole road so nobody could pass.
What's he had some ticket now, man?
He had trouble, man. We'll be back after this.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations. Bold.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Renee Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I got right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Renee Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart.
Right, who is
Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad.
A double qualified surgeon, eh?
Double qualified neurosurgeon.
And I'm now telling Stanley that there are very few in the world, eh? Very few surgeons that are neurosurgeons. And worse if you are a double neurosurgeon, trust me, you are at the top of your game.
And this is all part of the Women Who Lead campaign that we have here, of course. Over the weekend was International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And they get a whole month?
Well...
No, internationally, they get them a whole month? No. Oh, they just get a day? Yeah. Oh, I thought they get a month and thing, you know.
Them one of them just get too much thing, man.
Yes,
what does they want? What does they want? What month they want?
There's really overdo it.
They can get a day. They can get a day. Because for we, it's socks and drawers, right through.
We have International Men's Day. And we just that's just another day.
Socks and drawers, that's all we just get.
Realize
and an occasional perfume.
Exactly. Is there any fanfare over International Men's
Day? No. We know when it come at all.
Brother man.
We know when it come.
Yeah, no.
The treatment so bad,
for Mother's Day. You know, see all kind of nice concert.
All kind of
James Ingram.
Look that one in Napa Day.
Yes.
With Odi women.
Yes.
Right. We revere our mothers because they have made a contribution and whatever. But don't be treating the men so.
For Father's Day, nothing.
Socks and drawers, I tell you.
Nothing, boy.
I always get.
I mean, I know father, but they don't get nothing.
An occasional cheap perfume.
Yes, boy. It's sad, you know. It's sad.
Nothing else we don't get, you know.
No, here what I bounced by that time, to tell you the truth, and I could see why it doesn't have nothing for Father's Day. Because for Mother's Day, women will come out. Women will go out. They'll buy that ticket, they'll go out, boy. I remember my first event was a boat ride on the Harbour Master.
Right.
And I sit down there thinking, I said, man, you know, nobody don't know nothing for Father's Day, really.
Right.
Let me throw my boat ride Father's Day now, man. I go sell off. Right?
Sell off?
Uh-huh.
Boy, them in business of that.
Brother, man. Biggest mistake I ever made. I never throw nothing on Father's Day again. Ole man, we really don't care, you know.
We really don't care nothing.
Nobody.
And the men of them who inside, who taking care of the children, supposed to get extra award because them run, them stand up. It are men only dropping the sperm and moving. Right through all over the tongue.
We like to come down on the men, on all the delinquent fathers, but the fathers that's standing up with the children and standing up with the family.
We don't get nothing.
Whether they with the woman or not. You know, no appreciation, boy. Nothing, boy.
I done business with them, you know.
Look now, man. One big long...
I done business, one long watery stoops.
You understand? Anyway, we got 15 seconds to the hour of 10 o'clock here. We got the 10 o'clock news coming up to you in 10 seconds. So we're going to pause to that. And when we return, yeah, boy. Fellas, don't get all up in all their feelings, eh? Because I know all them man here, we men, we more emotional creatures than women, eh? That is a fact. You understand?
Well, you feel so, boy?
Oh, you mean?
Well, yeah.
If a man get horn, he get a banker, he lose about 25 pounds.
He get a bank truck.
Yes.
He get a truck now.
Woman don't respond to horn, so. You understand? That woman will, boy, she coming for you. Trust me. Hell had no fury. I'll be coming back.
Scorch earth.
What? Yeah, man. 10 o'clock news. Here we go.
Good morning. I'm Mary Therese Bernard with
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Years of power, past, present, and future. That's right, Tech.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
yes.
Yeah, men more emotional. Emotional
more
creatures.
emotional,
Yeah. You see, man does get stupid over, man.
Well, yeah.
Man more likely to get stupid over, man. Man does wov, you know. Man does wov.
Yeah, man under pressure.
When man start a wov, that is it, you know.
See that pokey, see that thing.
Yes, but and if you wov too much,
get confused.
and women so dread, if you wov them too much,
Yeah.
they walk you, you know. Some of them walk you know.
If they catch up ups.
What? If they what?
Get that calling.
But you making God foreign news again? Yeah, foreign news.
Foreign news. What's your problem?
Yes, foreign
Here's
news.
the problem.
Yeah.
Here's the problem.
Right, tell me your problem.
No, my problem. I don't have a problem. I don't know if Stephan. I know Stephan don't have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it you?
Well, let's
Tell
hear,
me which one.
Let's hear what's
Men
the problem.
are not alpha males. Alpha males, right? Not beta males. You know what a beta male is, right? Today's male, right? Right now, there's a great debate here in whether the draft should be returned here in the USA. The drafts, you know, like back in the days of Vietnam, they call it number or World War II and so on.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, right.
That draft going
But
on right
here's
now.
what.
That draft going on right
But
now.
here's
He said
no. Draft not going on. But he also have
Yeah.
ask any service member in any of the branches.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep it as a volunteer army. You don't want the fella, as they would say in World War II. We don't use foxholes again as such, but you don't want to be next to a guy or a gal who don't want to be there. You get a better soldier, sailor, airman than some volunteered or want to be there. You understand?
All right.
So the kind of males we have today, they would go like, "I didn't have my latte this morning." You know, you don't want that kind of fella fighting next to you, or a break a needle. Anyway, so men are not supposed to be. You could be emotional, but keep it to yourself.
Well, I just like how
Understand?
Trump. I just like how Trump
All right.
bring back the goalpost. Because the goalpost is only
All
moving
right,
left.
later.
Yeah,
man.
The goalpost is only moving left under the Dems. Under Republican, the man come in and say, "How going on?" There's no tampon, Tim here.
Yeah, that's
There's no
that.
tampon in male bathroom and all them kind of trippiness.
But I am
And I
still.
waking up in the morning, I want to be, I feel like a woman.
I am
and
still.
them kind of dopey stuff.
I am still saying that man. I think so. Men more emotional than women. Men does real gossip, you know. You know that? We just talk about woman gossiping, but man does real gossip, you know. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man, President here again.
Yeah, President. Quick as you
Right, so I don't feel who is medley too early, you know. You are intelligence like that, you know. So when I come early, I can't come stupid.
Landy
I gotta
Antonov,
come
Landy
like somebody who
Antonov.
have some intelligence myself.
Land the Antonov. Let's go.
I like it. Sometimes I don't like how you just hurry the plane to come down on the ground.
Yes,
Anyway.
you had to get on the ground. You can't get.
That thing all you're talking about the woman, the lemon start day. It's half all your man way encouraging this equality with woman. You know, me I know equality. I don't understand, but liberation rights of the man and liberation rights of the woman.
It's a whole ex-bacchanal.
Yeah, and it's liberation, not
feminazi.
equality. So half all you're just playing, all you're pushing everything. They go come like them robots who want to rule their own self and eventually look to take out the whole of mankind just now. All they give them power like, yes, they have a privilege under liberation, and I appreciate that. I'm not taking away the rights of a woman to be a woman. But don't try to play as no man for me, you understand what I'm saying? All right, man. Yeah, let me shift to the next part of my story. I want to finish it off quick. I'm not playing.
All right, quick.
Right. We're talking about, all right, first thing that I want to say, and it might hit plenty people hard, but if it have to hit like a PH driver is not a taxi driver. In most cases, what governs the PH driver is the insurance policy. The insurance policy doesn't give that the PH driver be a taxi driver. You could get penalized for that first to begin. But the system gives a privilege because of the traffic situation that we have all about the place, so that the PH end up having to do a lot of work with the plenty of the H car. It had the days when they had us to buy a H license. People break some all of that, and eventually PH do a lot of the work, and doing a lot of the work, especially ours with H car to deal with the matter. Okay, we go pause there for that moment. We go come into the licensing thing now. We have a lot of I agree with most of the offenses and things that licensing office and the police and then the security system will look to deal, because people lack at the signal on the streets where traffic is concerned. There are certain situations of discretion that the licensing office could use, and also, like we say yesterday, to promote a more efficient service, which is the most important things to all of those institutes. Efficient servicing. Because that is one of the problems that helps greatly to bring a lackadaisic society. Because you still have your business to see about, but when you get in the sort of bureaucracy that hold in them, some people step over the line and continue the program. Why you think some people?
All right. We are real callers trying again, you know.
I know,
mean to cut you off,
but you see when fellas like me who putting down something for us to understand, you could debate after.
Right. Yeah,
but then that is a serious matter, and we have to face truth. If we don't face truth, all the education we have, we only lying to ourselves, and the system keeping breaking, and we're not lying to the system, lying to ourselves and causing problems.
All right, no problem, man. Yeah, all right. So
Chunk man called the last two programs yesterday.
Boy, who Kush?
Yeah, Kush.
Kush man?
Kush called the two programs.
Hey,
Watch it.
watch it.
And he wear them down, you know. He wear them down yesterday evening, you know.
Whatever. Morning.
I see President has had you on our time, yeah?
Oh, gosh, boy. About 6 different things the man want to talk about. But
boy.
Back to the matter at hand. Go ahead.
No, my matter at hand is, if Alexander looking for more lists, he should call Christmas list. And let Christmas list give him the list. And they big man come back.
What happened to him matter about Christmas
still
list?
Going on.
It's still going on?
Right?
That's something that he was saying.
All right.
Now, the English language is very confusing, A man say, the war done. We win. But yet we want to continue.
The man who lost his legs in the battle, he's the supreme leader now, you know, Mojtaba Khomeini.
But he issued a statement a few minutes ago, calling on the
saying he's going to keep the streets closed.
To close them down. You understand? Otherwise, and he's going to keep the base closed.
Well, I have a feeling we won't hear about him for too long.
You got bullet in him out just so he's
we got to wait and see. But this whole thing, boy, and oil going back up to over 100 a barrel, eh?
Yeah. We saw that.
Which was 120.
Yeah.
And we just make money over 50. Man. All right, cool. Yeah,
all
man.
right. Yeah, man. All right, we go down again. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning. The war is going to continue until oil prices drop, which is a short space of time.
Okay.
It wouldn't drop
that was quick, man. That was
so long the Strait of Hormuz is blocked. the oil price will remain high.
All right.
You can't get nothing out.
Yeah. I'll get this one inside here. Hello, good morning.
Morning, fellas. Morning.
Yeah, man, what going on?
Who is
cool, man.
They Barakpo.
Le-
They
Tell her this out there.
foreign Barakpo.
Okay.
The out in foreign these days.
This people is call and talk about proportional representation in parliament, right? Where they say that every group supposed to have a say and represent themselves in our. We don't have PNM inside there already, right? And look at where we are today. Could you imagine?
No, it's not groups like that, eh?
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
All right, okay, go ahead.
I'm drawing a conclusion. Could you imagine this man who represents the Taxi Driver Association that made that statement
Well, he will get up in parliament and
in
say that.
parliament and contributing to our lifestyle and society? And then it have the LBGT group, the marijuana group, all the kind of dotage group now,
Why you saying
proportionally representing.
Why you saying dotage groups? Why you call it? Why you classify them as that? They have a say.
The
Just
other-
minority groups have a say like everybody else. What's
Right,
the problem?
okay. So the statement where this Taxi Driver Association man made, does that make any sense at all for a society
no, but you
that
can't
you
get
want
any-
to move forward with?
Yeah, but can't get any other people with anything, you know. You have to put something with sense in the other people. You have to do some research before you come in parliament, you know. You can't just
Right,
come
but
and talk.
remember-
You can't come and talk where you want to talk, and in what
Exactly.
manner you want to talk. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. We know that. But the fact of the matter is that we're talking about proportional representation, that a person who have the heirs of 50, 60, 70, 80 people or 100 people being in our parliament, you know. That's what proportional representation says, you know.
No, it's not like that we're proposing. God, I want to go into all of that. But, all right, go ahead. You make a statement. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that, here what? There is laws that we have to put in place to ensure that the country function in the way it's supposed to function as a civilized society. Whether we might agree with it, might feel it oppressive, we might feel how it is. If whosoever in charge don't put a full stop as to how far this thing goes. You feel like how Trump say, hey, here what? You see this situation where only want to make different bathroom for this and he put a stop to it. We have to have people now inside here to start to bring back this society that we live in, this lawless dump that we live in, to a place where we can start to get back control of it.
Well, that is what Carmen Posab is trying to do incrementally with no money.
Exactly. So now, all the fines and things what they imposing, that didn't even supposed to be a discussion because people supposed to be able to know that, here what, let me respect ourselves. And I just always say this.
I am sure that $600 million in tickets that they got the other day, I am sure that
Yeah.
that is on the decline right now.
Yeah.
From last 2 months to now, that is on the decline. I am sure if you pull up a Gantt chart or a graph or something, it will show you where we are decreasing in terms of how we drive on the road and how we get violations and that
No,
sort of stuff. I am
but-
almost sure them thing going on right now.
But you notice, in the first month, January 1st, when they implemented it, within that first month, you could have hardly see an accident on the roads and, anything major.
Right
You
now-
know, since they renegotiate and put this extension and thing, you notice how much accident taking place now on the roads and thing again?
Well, yeah.
Like people feel that they get now a free pass now to behave how they want again. Start to drink and they could use the law for 7 days
Right,
or
and
3
all-
days
and
to
all-
try
and all
to
it
stay.
needs, all it needs is just a couple roadblocks or a couple them bikemen and them to pull up and see a whole line of people getting charged. And when the police, when the civilians pass and they're watching that, they'll say, yeah, we had to check ourselves.
Yeah.
That's how
Let
it
me
does
tell you
work, you know.
something.
That's how it does work.
I just always tell people, you see the people who against everything of a society that is good and respectable, if the government could take an opportunity and send them to a different country where civilization is real and pay for them and let them experience it and see the comfort and the difference of how they would accept certain things than what it is accept and say, hey, is oppression and they're taking advantage of it.
I was in Scotland a couple of years ago, and I was coming up next with a taxi coming up to the intersection of a roundabout. And if you see how them just go wrong a roundabout, nothing like how we just go wrong here, you know. Nothing like how we just operate here, you know. And as you step out, there's a yellow and black box with some cameras around the roundabout.
Yeah.
And if your tires go over the mark, you just say buff. Take a picture here. Alright? And send your ticket home. So you could be going home and seeing a ticket, and the ticket coming within 2 days,
Right.
It coming in your mailbox, within 2 days, No plane time. If it's how them that's operating a roundabout to how we just operate on a roundabout,
We don't know. I don't think Trinidadian people know how to use a roundabout.
No, they don't know how to use it. They don't know which lane to be in, to where to exit.
You see it by nearly every roundabout.
But they were
it's confusion because they don't know how to use a roundabout.
I've seen it in Norway, I've seen it in Scotland, I've seen it in...
And it works.
In Azerbaijan, even worse.
It works, but a roundabout works in once people know how to use it.
I almost got a ticket for tackling a girl in Azerbaijan. You know.
For what?
For tackling a girl in a restaurant.
Hold on. Wait, hold our story. All right, Mark, anything else you want to add real
All
quick?
right.
Yeah.
All right.
And concerning the lights now of it. Charlotte, if you know how easy and straightforward it is to get your license over here compared to back home, my daughter had to nearly pay a bribe when she was in Trinidad to get her license, and she didn't get it. And you know, within a week when we come up here, the process that we went through, she get it, I get mine, my wife get one in no time, within a week.
Okay.
All right, cool, no problem.
It's not easy. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Take care, man.
No sin.
Later.
Yeah, I almost got ticket in Azerbaijan. For just making a comment a woman.
Serious?
I'm telling you.
What you was
I
doing
was
out
cautioned. I was on an exchange mission with BP.
You've been all over.
I went to 24 countries of this world.
You went to hell and back or what?
Only 24 countries that I've ever been to. I finished 2 passports.
Tell me what the devil is cooking on a Sunday for lunch. I just saying, you know.
No, that's after a nice little bird.
I mean, I travel too, but I haven't been to those places. What you doing there?
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, my dear.
Good morning to Stephan and X, Mr. X.
Yes, morning.
You know what happened? You know when Dr. Rowley and the finance minister, the former Ember, when they keep telling people, ban your belly, we don't have any money until 2027. But they didn't have no money until 2027, and the people now, we reached that stage, but they keep saying the last year, 25 now, they want this, they want the other. So they didn't, if it was under that regime, they will have waited 27 very quietly. And I was just one thing again. When the former Attorney General, Reginald Armour, when they asked him, remember when they gave SC, like hot ups with a whole set of attorneys, and they asked him what was the cost, how much did they pay them? He said no, he cannot reveal that because for security reasons. And right now, they only want to know the cost of this, the cost of that, but they stay very quiet when at that time they didn't pound to know no kind of increase. Now they want to know the cost of everything. Thank you.
All right, darling, no problem. All right. We are, where are we? 23 minutes past the hour, 10 o'clock. We do have our guest. She's right outside studio. Dr. Renee Cruickshank.
Yeah, Renee Cruickshank.
Cruickshank. Yeah. Is Cruickshank or Cruickshank?
Cruickshank.
Cruickshank.
Yeah.
All right. We'll use the man who has been to as where? Morning.
Morning. Right now, my brain too shallow for all them foreign talks. All I want to know, I'm interested in, as a citizen, in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. I never, 67 years. Here, a man cost a license officer or run down a license officer. We want to know which is coming up for that one.
All right, no problem.
Because of the fact, what that man could do them 4 license officers or 5 license officers. Something terrible. We are here from that man.
All right, no problem. Well, we don't have a contact number for him, but There has been other videos with him in other altercations.
Yeah, because they charge him for assault. Assault what? He assault nobody.
Well, assault nobody. Hitting a licensing officer with a piece of wood is not an assault?
Huh? All right, okay, sir. But we just would like to see him come up by it.
But that's kicking with the man machine and all that assault.
You have verbal assault too, eh? Not so?
Yeah.
You can assault somebody verbally too, eh?
Yes, you can.
It's a very...
Just by touching an officer
that is
in the performance of his duties as
that's
assault.
That is assault. You don't understand what assault is, eh?
Well, I understand what assault is.
It's not beating somebody
I can imagine what they may be telling me. That way he reacts so.
Well, I mean... You had to react within the confines of the law.
That's right.
Bottom line.
Right? He had to react within the law. Right? But for them, he couldn't react. He just thinking about, let me bottom.
The man just get fed up. It is what it is.
It was a frustrating day for him, it looked like.
Yeah. You have to understand that too.
All right, bud. Yeah.
That's
the next thing too.
Yeah, see people walking the wrong. See people walking wrong all over the place, and you see them smiling.
Yeah, but they are troublesome.
You just know what's going on in their head, you know.
Well, I'm not going to mention road rage.
Well,
that's
that
the next thing we are bad in Trinidad.
So don't feel because our boy is smiling and our boy liming and telling himself you're right, you know. He marbles, the elevator could be stopping between floors.
That's what I tell you, men more emotional than women.
Men different, you know.
You ever read any story where a woman was found hanging?
Nah.
Or
nah, them don't hang themselves. Somebody else help them to get hanged.
Right. Or have you ever read a story where a woman drink Gramazone because she man leave her?
Yeah. I one or two.
All right, I one or two.
Yeah.
But you're more likely to hear about a man drinking Gramazone and killing himself because he girl leave him.
Yeah.
Or she leave him for her next man and all kind of thing. Man, just kill yourself for that.
Yeah.
Women don't do that, you know. Women is stupid like that, you know. We stupid bad, you know.
Well,
no, imagine that. We will kill ourselves for a woman. What's the sense in that? When you kill yourself, our next man she go next man anyway. You understand? You dead and gone. You think where I coming from? No, we have some men have no grip on their emotions, man. And I think it's because from small we learned that, eh?
3944911 is the text line number. I find text line kind of weak this morning, boy. What? All the weeks for this morning.
No, remember they calling too, you know. Yeah, they could call for free now, you know. No, but remember from small now. Remember your parents, the adults always tell him when he's a little boy. When he's a little boy and you're crying, they ask if he's a girl, you know. you never get that when you were small. We were crying for you. He's a girl.
Yeah.
You understand? So from small, from children, as a boy, you tell yourself crying is a feminine thing. So you're holding your emotions. And then when you turn adult now and you don't know how to handle it and you don't know how to let it out, you end up killing a woman, beating a woman, killing yourself, all kind of thing.
Them want a list of the people who name on the drug trafficking list from the U.S.
You ever hear anything more dumb than that?
What kind of shit? You don't want them jobs, boy? You don't want them jobs there, boy?
Who want that? The PNM?
Huh?
The PNM asking for that?
Yes. You don't want them jobs there, boy?
When the PNM was... Nah, we don't have it yet. But when the PNM was there for 9.5 years, why they didn't get a list?
Why
they didn't get a list? They were there for 9.5 years. How many minister of national security they went through?
Boy, I don't understand.
Every Tom, Dick and Harry was a minister of national security under them. How many national security council meeting they had?
Hey, this next one. He cautioning over global oil prices. And
was that him?
Yeah.
He said it would lead to higher export prices.
Some of them name might be on the list too.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is what I'm saying. If the US has issued a list, it could have names that are not the usual suspects, like the little boy and them in the ghetto. We're running the gangs. Right? It could be people higher than them. The people that we just say we want to get, the Mr. Biggs now. But for some reason or the other, local police don't go behind them, politicians don't go behind them. So now we go see, because the US is separate and apart from our politics. Right?
A man said the list dropping just before the LG election.
There's lovely comments. There's lovely comments.
The list dropping just before the LG.
No, but if it has some names on that list,
it have names on that list.
If it has some names on that list. What we go do, boy? What will go happen? Where you feel what happen? You feel they shall proceed, or they go holy small chicken on them?
Small
fish
chicken.
on them,
Small chicken. You know how that does go?
Holy small chicken.
You know how that does go?
And call them the big chicken. Eh?
Look for a medium chicken and kill it. A medium chicken. Not a fat one, eh? A medium chicken. Not a small one, but a medium chicken you're looking for.
No, but I would imagine that.
And try to turn a bricks on that.
I would, watch me, what I would pay to be a fly on the wall of that defense ministry or homeland security ministry right now when these things be discussed. I just want to be a fly on the wall
to
hear what's going on. You understand? No, well, maybe that is why, in accordance with what you said at the top of the show, they agitating and all of a sudden they're active and vocal, and it had to be for a reason. Maybe they're boomsy clapping. Maybe they're getting a little worried. Maybe they're nervous.
A man said Trevor Sayers and he might be on it. Plenty stamina.
We got the NLCB.
He said plenty stamina in it.
We have the NLCB 10 draw here, people. We're going to get to that. After that, we will be joined by Dr. Renee Cruickshank. I'm trusting X because he, unlike me, he has been to
Azerbaijan. But that's right there.
Azerbaijan. How far that is from here?
A couple thousand miles.
Miles. Man.
About an 8-hour flight.
Walking the streets of Azerbaijan.
8x4.
Here comes your 10. Wait, sure. We'll be back after this.
And presided over by the National Lotteries Control Board. Good luck, everyone.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Graduate from Trinidad and Tobago, and Trinidad and Tobago's first female neurosurgery and spinal consultant.
We don't
all
want
right?
applause there. We don't want applause
Yeah,
there.
but I do have that effect. They had to do a whole page first, you know, man. But we could give it our life.
Give it our life, man. For being such an outstanding student and practitioner of the art. Yeah.
So, Dr. Cruickshank, welcome to Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X.
Fabulous to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, beautiful.
All right.
Now, this is what we want to find out. Yeah, just
she sounds like Wendy.
She sounds just a little closer to the mic. Yeah, right, lovely.
Right.
All right. So once again, good morning, Dr. Cruickshank. Yeah.
Fantastic morning.
Brilliant.
Right.
You're perfect now. Lovely. Okay, so I am very amazed here. I think when you have the first female in any
field,
in any field, any career,
yeah.
it's
especially neurosurgery.
Yes, neurosurgery.
Not just being a doctor, being a neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon is a totally different thing.
When you go into the brain, it's a different flavor.
Yeah, brain and spine, totally different thing.
Yes.
So in your field, from a local and maybe even a global standpoint, how many? All right, it's male dominated.
Absolutely. Neurosurgery is a male-dominated field. If you look at the statistics coming out of the United States, approximately 17% of neurosurgery residents are female, and at the level of a practicing consultant, only 5%. But I am happy to say that it seems like the Caribbean maybe, has a one-up on them because we have neurosurgery training programs both in Mona, Jamaica and St. Augustine, Trinidad and Tobago, and the number of female residents that we have are almost half.
Okay.
Wow.
In terms of male to female.
All right.
Okay.
So we're looking pretty promising in the Caribbean.
Do you think that being the first, you have inspired so many?
Well, being the first comes with a lot of responsibility.
Right.
It's something I carry very proudly. But what I would say is, I stand on the shoulders of so many who has gone before me, and I'm so proud to work with the women alongside me today.
Okay. Nice, man. X, you have a question?
Well, I am always fascinated by meeting neurosurgeons for obvious reasons. It's a very interesting skill. It's a very complex, because anytime there's a decision, most times to go into the brain, it is normally a very hard decision for parents, for family, for anything along those lines, because one slip and it's problems.
Brother man, it's a hard decision for me if I had to stitch my finger.
So
far less.
Do you show those hands? Do you show those hands?
Oh, gosh. Well, certainly I would say in terms of the complexity of this specialty, by no means is it an easy task.
Right.
It is something that you really have to commit to. It's something that you have to invest in. And it's not just attaining the title or the position, But in order to maintain that level of excellence and that level of expertise, continuous training also is a very big part of that. So the learning never stops.
Okay. Well, as I say, you didn't show those hands?
I might have to look into that, Mr. X.
No, you should. You should.
Well, I understand that is what normally happens with neurosurgeons. They normally show their hands, because their hands is their greatest gift.
That's
and this have to be sturdy as... Yeah. You can't afford to have shaky hands or sweaty palms and all those problems.
But I'm interested to find out when you knew you wanted to be...
When you wanted to be a doctor.
When did you know that you wanted to get into this field?
Yeah.
I would say it started earlier on when I did medical school in Trinidad and Tobago. So that's where my journey first started. And I had the utmost pleasure to work in the lab alongside two of our very special neurophysiologists. So I did a lot of lab work with respect to seizures and anxiety in Sprague-Dawley rats.
Okay.
And I enjoyed the lab side of it very much.
What do you call that? Sprague?
You know, have you seen Stuart Little?
Yes.
Right. So, so from there, I thought to myself, you know, this is something pretty interesting. And I had a fun time studying it as well. So then I broadened the perspective and I said, is this really what I want to do? Then I had the opportunity to work in one of the hospitals that's considered one of the meccas of neurosurgery on the northern, on this side of the world. And that would be at the Toronto Western, attached to the Kremble Neuroscience Center.
Right.
I had my early experience there and I said, you know, there was no turning back for me. So every decision I have made after that was all along the pathway to neurosurgery. I didn't look left and I didn't look right.
How many years this journey would have taken you?
Oh, absolutely several. Medical school alone is 5 years. Plus one if you include internship. The neurosurgery program is 7 years. And then I have also, my studies have taken me all across the world. So apart from, I specialized in Mona, Jamaica. I also got my second neurosurgery degree from the United Kingdom through the
Royal College of
through the Royal College, yes.
Right.
And outside of that, I even went on to further specialize. So we're counting more years now. So I have subspecialized in complex problems in the spine.
Right.
And then I even went on to further subspecialize in something called endoscopic spine surgery.
Right.
Now, endoscopic spine surgery, that is ultra minimally invasive surgery to the spine. So what we're doing is what we're able to achieve with an open surgery through an incision that is approximately 1 centimeter.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
Okay.
And what I would also let you know is I was actually proud to bring that technology and expertise back with me to Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
I was able to pioneer the first fully endoscopic spine surgery service in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And the first surgery would have been the 12th of February last year.
Wow.
All right.
You know,
have you written any books by chance?
There are a couple chapters, several papers that I would have been involved in. In terms of my last chapter, there's a clinical negligence textbook, a go-to one, the 6th edition that was published in 2023. And I was the co-author of the spine chapter.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay. All right.
I want to find out something from your experience and everything, right? In terms of Trinidad and Tobago and the quality and the expertise that we have in that field specifically, where would we be measuring up to international standards? Because you know people often feel when it comes to surgery like that, outside is better. Or they'll get.
She went to the Royal College. She went to the Royal College.
Well, yeah, but people still don't trust our local.
Yeah.
They said, "Boy, I want to do that locally, boy. Maybe I want to go abroad and do that because they might trust." But where are we on?
Well, what I'm
that?
happy to say is we are on the cusp and we are on the leading edge in terms of endoscopic spine surgery. That has become more en vogue in the last 10, 15 years.
Right.
This is a service, as I said, I was able to pioneer starting last year in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And believe it or not, this is a service that now the NHS is currently adopting. Okay. So most of the trusts in the NHS are now looking into or actively currently adopting this technology that we have right here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow. Well, all right. We're making some good, we
things
good
happen,
moves.
man.
You know, no, because people look at, people judge things like, based on their perception of the healthcare system. And where that is at, and you know, some people say when you go to the hospital. Up to this week, I think we had somebody call in and said, we're going on at I think it's on Mount Hope or one of them. Somebody in a wheelchair. They hadn't seen anybody, or they see somebody and they're still sitting on the wheelchair. And these are the things that kind of hurt people in your field.
In the perception, yes. Perception is very important.
Well,
Could I ask, do you work with AI? Because I saw something recently that was baffling to me. I saw China came out with a exoskeleton frame that attaches to the waist, the knees, and lower down, and it was able to make people who are in wheelchairs walk again. And so that was real kind of strange to me. Well, I'm into AI, right? So
yes.
I'm seeing it growing leaps and bounds in that aspect. Have you toyed with anything along the works of AI and so on?
So in terms of getting into or adopting the AI, that is certainly coming in terms of expertise as well. Robotic surgery, which essentially would have come before that, is certainly something I would have also been exposed to and have some experience in. With respect to, in terms of the AI, well, apart from the actual movement and so, or even because movement disorders, what we also are adopting AI into as well is the workflow in terms of a hospital. So you're doing 1,000 scans a day. And so if it is you have something that says or picks up the red flag one, these are the ones that need to be prioritized. These are the ones that need to be read. Worldwide, every day, AI is becoming more and more part of medicine.
Regenerative AI now,
wow.
So it is even more interesting.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating.
I saw people who actually haven't walked in 10 and 15 years when they put on this belt and so on. It was able to get them out of the chair and walking and learning how they're walking too. So it's picking up all of the movements of those persons and that sort of stuff and translating it into a system.
And it's so important that you mention that because, we do have a very large population that suffer from something affecting the movement, whether it be a stroke, for example, and really looking into not just the basic rehabilitative necessities that we would need in order for these persons to have a reasonable quality of life, but really looking, forward to these things as well. I don't think we're too small. I don't think it's too early in terms of, looking on at these things and becoming involved, allowing the crosstalks between doctors across borders, whether it's the Caribbean, worldwide. And, just like the endoscopic, I'm certainly excited to see, how things unfold here for us in the Caribbean.
You're double qualified, as you told us before the show started, because you studied in London and Mona.
That's correct. So I got my neurosurgery degrees from both places. So I have 2 neurosurgery degrees.
But why? Was there a difference? Is there any significant difference in terms of the degree or? So
it almost happened concurrently in the sense that my training started in Mona. In order to, one of the things that you would have needed to complete the program would have been an international experience or elective. So when I was able to do that, I was fortunate to find mentors who were very interested, who wanted to continue help me grow my skills. And that really was the path that fostered me also being able to do their examinations and get the qualifications from on that side as well. So perhaps it's just a little bit of an overachieving. I would say that in terms of my experience, my Caribbean experience, it is second to none. And if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't do it any other way. Prior to me even moving to Trinidad, I would have worked at Port of Spain General Hospital as a house officer.
What I was like.
And
what was that like? What was that like?
Well, what I would say in terms of neurosurgery, it was the foundation of what I was able to build. Mona further built on that. And by the time, I got to the United Kingdom, I was doing, several procedures, after they feel you out, of course, assessing your skill. Within 1 to 2 weeks, I'm doing several procedures with minimal supervision or leading because of the quality of the education and the quality of the training that I got in the Caribbean.
And we have our operating rooms and so on and so forth. We are very capable.
So absolutely.
Have you done surgeries here on the brain here?
Absolutely. So I am currently the head of the department at the San Fernando General Hospital. As well in the neurosurgery department. And what I would say is, in terms of the resources that we have available for neurosurgery, a lot of my cases that I do here are not very different in terms of the setup that I would have done in the United Kingdom. So that is one thing I'm really, really proud to say.
All right, brilliant, man. Because that's the next thing. We just always feel we don't have because you're always hearing about this dong and that dong and this ain't working and you have a delay. But I know a lot of that comes with the wear and tear on the equipment as well, depending on the amount of uses.
Well, and that's the thing. And Trinidad has quite a lot of pathology. It's an extremely busy service, regardless of if you're in San Fernando, Mount Hope, or Port of Spain.
Right.
And it just goes with the territory. With anything that you do, it's just part of the job. Technology is a big part of our job. And thankfully, we have been supported in that way to have this available in order to be able to achieve comparable outcomes to persons considered first world country.
I see that you're very young.
Well, that's I was going to bring it up, eh?
Yeah.
I was going to say, but when I saw Stanley bringing outside in the corridor there,
you expected that one gray hair again?
Yes, boy. I was not. I really was not. I was in total shock. I think I'm still in shock as to how young you are. Because and you have accomplished so much.
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Gosh, in the next 10 years, I think I would continue to be, hopefully, as I said, trailblazing. This has been a tremendous responsibility. I absolutely enjoy teaching the newer generation of surgeons, passing on the skills and the expertise. I think the future of neurosurgery is extremely bright.
Okay, and in terms of globally, in every sector, every career, there's always this one person that everybody says is the best.
Right.
In that particular field, right?
Right.
So, I'm sure that you attend seminars internationally, things like that. It's always a learning. It's a practice, right?
Yes.
So, you're always learning. Law and medicine are two things that are always practiced because the dynamics are changing.
Absolutely.
Medicine is always...
Competencies are changing.
Technology, AI, like you mentioned.
Competency.
So, who is the numero uno top person in your field, and how far off are you from that? In terms of
sell yourself, nothing wrong with that.
What you would like to accomplish and where you want to be 5-10 years from now.
First of all, I would say that in this field, and as you identified earlier on, it's male dominated. There are a lot of things that you learn as a woman coming through this field. One of it is resilience.
Right.
The other thing is to just let your work speak for itself.
All right, that's what you're talking about, man.
Do not allow anybody else's experiences to hinder or influence or deter your pathway. Right. We were talking about AIDS just now. I knew what I wanted to do pretty early on. I've been fortunate compared to others who, may be searching.
Yes.
And, I didn't look left and I didn't look right. Age is one thing, but experience is another. And it's certainly, having the experience under your belt is what affords you to be able to provide first class and healthcare that is considered gold standard.
Right. Yeah, because I have an uncle, he's 70-something. If you go in the hospital, like if you go in for a surgery and Dr. Cruickshank walk out, he panicking,
You find she too young. Yeah, you find she too young.
He have this belief that in order for him to be comfortable,
it'll be a old schooler.
Yes.
You have to be a old schooler.
So another age equals experience.
So
in some people's,
what I would say is there are several reasons why somebody may have, or have a little bit of anxiety around performing a procedure, whether it be that or it's just surgery in itself.
Right.
But, what I have been told is that when I explain, when I make you understand, or when any doctor makes you understand what the problem is, what are the goals we are trying to achieve, how are we potentially able to now improve your quality of life. So sometimes the initial perception is there, but after the conversation and that person understanding fundamentally what is going on and then what we are trying to achieve, then he may feel differently.
We
got to wrap now. We got to wrap.
But we got the 11 o'clock news coming up, but we want to thank Dr. Renee Cruickshank for coming in and having a chat with us. Woman who lead, and she's definitely a leader in her field.
Excellent.
I'm telling you, it's great to be the first. I was never the first in anything.
Yes, I never the first in nothing.
I telling you, I was the first. Well, I was the firstborn. But that's about it. After that, I never see another first. All right, so we want to congratulate you, of course, on all your accomplishments. We want to wish you the best in the future, and we look forward to hearing your name calling internationally, regionally. Just representing Trinidad and Tobago
and the field of neurosurgery
and doing you. And that was the reason why I asked the question: is there, who's the top person? Because we, a lot of people who have whatever career you're in, they often look at somebody that they want to be like.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that,
aspirations.
Yeah, but you don't need to be like anybody. You just need to be yourself. Yeah.
Any closing remarks for Ms. Cruickshank?
I want to thank you so much for being here. I want to, let, the girls know out there, the possibilities are limitless. Science and technology is an exciting field, and just stick with it. Again, be resilient and forge your own path.
And she looks like 35, right, people?
Yeah, but
she looks like 35, yeah.
At least 28. All right, so I'll tell you what, who runs the world? Girls. And unfortunately, we have a man coming to give you the news. So, Kyrie Roberts is up next week, 11 o'clock news.
So we'll be back, people.
We will be back after that. And thanks to Dr. Renee Cruickshank for joining us this morning. Keep it right here on 91.1 Talk City off the record. We will continue after this.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Lene Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Lene Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Established in the field of neurosurgery.
Just saying the word alone is a lot.
It's a lot,
You gotta understand when you're going into the brain, it's a different flavor to obstetrics, gynecologists, all these different pediatry, all the different aspects of surgery. When you're going into the brain, it's a different flavor.
Totally different thing, you know what I mean? Steady hands, right? Steady hands, man. Well, X, you know, I like to go through the big question.
Let me hear what it today.
So the big question today in the newspaper was in the Express.
It should be big question for big people.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Well, you know the opposition calling for the list, right?
What list? Yeah.
Right. So the question is simply, how do you feel about the U.S. sharing a persons of interest list with Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, well, I want to hear these answers here.
At least conversation has started. Remember, everything starts with a thought. That's the first comment, but hold on. It gets better. Great news. Can't wait to see the list. Are there any politicians on this list? Do tell. Will the list be shared with the citizens or will it be withheld as is the norm for national security reasons? That's a question. Another person said, I am elated. Finally, we will know who Mr. Big and his lieutenants are, and are looking forward to police action. Somebody said, this is a very good and very sensitive idea. Persons of interest do not mean evidence of wrongdoing. It will take a lot more intelligence gathering to get arrests and convictions. All right. This is good. This is good for law enforcement. A list like this should be classified to ensure they catch them. The media should also do the responsible thing if ever the names come to them. I don't know what the responsible things would be if it ever comes to the media, but nevertheless, one person says, Hugh Wang. This person's name is Hugh Wang. They said, sharing is caring.
What is
sharing is caring. Another person said it should be made public and not kept a secret. I totally disagree with that. Anything to help with crime is greatly appreciated once it's genuinely done. Our PM is serious about national safety, was another comment. And one person said, in looking for that comment, I stumbled across another comment. One person responded by saying, this too shall pass, thus saith the Lord. Hey, people as I lied, oh boy. People as I lied. One person said, exciting times. Let me see. Somebody said this should have happened a long time ago. This is long overdue. All right. In terms of getting this list from the US. Somebody said, hear this comment now. Hear this sarcastic comment now. Totally ridiculous. I preferred remaining a lawless dump. How dare KPB try to restore law and order? I tell you, some people, watch me, some people, they're sweet too bad, you know. And another person said, it is sad to see what this woman is doing to our country. I think that as well is a sarcastic comment as well, right? Somebody said, yes, weed them out from Monos to Ikakas, from Toko to Maruga, and in between. So, a lot of positive, I haven't seen any negative comments towards it. Norman Dindial, they asked, there's Norman Dindial. He made a comment asking what happened to our own Scott drug report, which I did mention the X.
Oh God, rules of natural come now, man. Rules of natural justice must take place. You can't just pop a man name in a report and then expect it to stick. It don't work like that. Oh God, all you was asking some stupid question, boy.
But at the end of the day, Norman Dindial, he'll always be himself. At the end of the day, I am not seeing any negative comments. The only thing that I probably don't agree with is people calling for the list to be made public. I do not think that is a list for public consumption at this point in time. I think that is a national security issue. X, I don't know how you feel about that. No, I don't know how you feel about that.
Security.
It's a national security issue.
National security. That's things they can't let out in the press.
Exactly. And I think people need to understand that. I think people need to understand as well that
the reason we pressure them should talk.
No, but the authorities, there are just a few people that was asking for it to be made public. But I think in general,
made public. How you gonna make a list of come now, man? How you gonna make a list with people that on a drugs list? Come now, man. Like common sense.
That is stupidity.
That's stupidity the highest order, boy.
So when and you see the people that probably calling for that are the people that listen to the opposition and the nonsense.
And there's bacchanal looking the create,
boy.
boy.
I'm saying. And they, come on. Let me get real in the place.
Next to your name on the list.
Yeah.
Half of them will come. Next to your name on the list.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why I said the article with Al-Rawi this morning asking why Alexander is so dependent on this list from the US and why he do have a list of his own compiled by the Commissioner of Police is because we know the inner workings of our system. Watson, Iwatsky and Gibbs was a perfect example of that. When we brought people from outside to deal with law and order and to deal with crime, they get resistance from the inside. Gary Griffith himself, as a man coming from outside the police service, got resistance from police within the service.
Well, look, Gibbs Gate left, right, and center. He and Iwatsky.
So we cannot sit here and
beat
say
that down in they talk about the land too high, and we can't work in grids, and the topography of the land.
All kind of excuse. Like Acosta. It's only excuse we just look for. It's only excuse we just make. But the point is, if we cannot have it both ways, it's either we trust the police service or we don't trust them. Because people will say the police corrupt. But then you will say, well, let the police compile the list. But you can't afford for the police to compile the list, because if the police corrupt and they're taking money from these big boys, what we would call Mr. Biggs or whatever, right? Then they will cover for them.
Right.
This is the nature of the beast that we're dealing with. But the U.S. authorities are separate and apart. It's like the Privy Council. They come like the Privy Council. They hold no favor for anybody here. So if whatever intelligence they have on who is involved in this trade, those names will be given to the authorities. And now it is up to Roger Alexander and Wayne Sturge and
to do their due diligence,
to do their job now,
to check to see who is really involved and to monitor these people as time goes along. It is what it is.
That's the next thing too. People will feel, well, you had the list now, so how you lock up nobody? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You understand?
You have to do due diligence.
I feel people we watching one movie, you know.
Yeah, I feel it's that. We watching one movie.
We just watching one movie, you know. We feel by watching that movie that I could run through that piece of glass there, run and dive into that glass and it go shatter, and I'm going up on the next side in the corridor, you know.
You think you get a bump on your head?
You understand? You understand?
You think you get a bump on your head?
No, I see this fella who does work by us. He has a program, Real Talk. Side alley, they light the Range Rover on fire.
Wow, boy.
But before they light it on fire, the man pelted a stone to break the glass.
Yeah, and can't break at all.
And this morning I telling people, I say, a glass and a car ain't easy to break, you know.
Yeah, well,
especially the driver and the passenger.
Yes, but all you need to get is the ceramic from a spark plug.
What? What?
The ceramic from a spark plug.
Will
break a glass in seconds.
Use a thief car too.
Good question.
The man.
Only one can answer here.
Hey, let me take some. Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, morning, Chief. Go ahead.
It is always nice to hear both of you. You're always so chubby and chubby. Right? So,
man.
Let me just get in on the act here. I want to relate to you a small story that was told in the upper house of Parliament by former Minister of Education, Clive Panton.
Go ahead.
Now, I want to tell you this. I've been a radio caller for 40 years, and I've always been responsible. I've never been cut off. But what was related in the upper house is something I would be very careful when I'm saying, so you wouldn't have to cut me off. Let me tell you what he said.
There's always a first, but go ahead.
Yeah. He related to the upper house that while he was principal of Fatima, one of his charges fell victim to drugs. So bad that the person was hospitalized, almost comatose. The individual's father did his own investigation and came up and he said, Principal, I have a list. These are the people who have been selling drugs to my son. He said, I'm going to get a gun and wipe them out. And Tyson tell him, he said, no, don't do that. He said, give me the list. So he gave him the list. So he took the list and he walked into the Woodbrook police station. Now, this is in Hansard. He said when he went to the station, he told him, he said, well, listen, this is what happened and this is the list that the father had given to me. They said, don't worry, Mr. Panton, we will take care of it. He said it took him not more than 20 minutes to reach home. And when he reached home, his phone rang. And the person on the other end of the line said to him, Clive Panton, your effing mother, see, you gave my name to the police? So you hear me? So that is what we're dealing with in this country.
Yeah.
He gave a list to the police, and the drug dealer know it before he reach home.
Yeah. That is reality.
Yeah. So when we're talking about this list, and what we have with this list, it means that you have to be very careful as to how you handle it and who you give it to investigate. I thank you for listening.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. No, and I sense, because we cannot say, listen, what he just said there, that is real. How many times, you can't remember it, that a certain contractor's son end up in a police station for a ticketing offense. A police gave him a ticket, and a call was made, and the ticket was thrown out, and the officer get disciplined for giving him a ticket. A big boy out here. That's how it is go out here. When you're big, you're big. Unless it's Mr. Big.
I have many experiences I could talk about.
Well, look at that. Look at that. You could be one of them big boys, and then we don't know. You went to as where?
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. That's where the man went.
The dude big boys is good there, though.
Not a big boy.
When you're going places that I can't remember how to pronounce, I understand when you're in that category. Go ahead.
Anyhow, good morning again. Eric surprised me just now, you know.
Is Eric calling there?
Yeah, Eric is normally a PNM defendant to the core.
Yeah. But how he don't come around this program with that? Because that's not the first time he called.
Oh, but I mean,
but the last two programs, he be blazing them on the evening.
Yeah, he just come on and harass them on the evening.
How
in the morning,
he them when he don't blaze me?
But that wasn't me. and that story which he gave about Clive Panton, remember it was 2 years ago, there was a young lady, 13, 14 years,
go ahead.
went to a police station and make a complaint. And by the time she reached home, Papa, things turned bad, you know.
Well, it is what it is.
You understand? But I was very impressed with Eric's contribution just now there.
Yeah, I too.
And I'm going to tell the Minister of National Security and wherever you call him, you had the list, ask, and let me see the results.
Look what I know saying. Look what I know saying here. Look what I know saying. Read that.
All right, thanks for that caller.
Read that.
Why
no telling you did that so? Why no telling you?
The person who gave from there?
From the last comment. The last comment. Yeah.
The person who gave the Clive Panton story is a caller named Eric. He calls on all UNC programs like a PNM rhetoric. Pressure in the evening for heavy action. That's
see the same thing I say? I no say that.
That's the same thing I don't say. You know what you're talking about. Morning.
Morning, XX. Morning, Stephan.
Yeah, my brother.
Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. You know, all of we living here, you know, being at an old list and nothing, and all of we living here. I remember some years ago, a young boy from Internapuna, I think they say he was a bobo. That man called down to the president and all to save him with some Freeport police station. You wouldn't believe the man say he go into the prime minister, he go by parliament, he do all kind of things, reporting about corrupted police in Freeport police station.
Right.
You wouldn't believe. Earlier morning, they kicked down them. I know it was who kicked down his door. Boy, it hurt me when I hear they kick down that man down and kill him in the morning. About 5 o'clock. A morning, they kill that fella in Internapuna. Ask anybody about the bobo who was begging for his life. We was talking about the corruption.
Right.
And anyhow, this is nothing new, man. Alexander had a list long time. He knows this long time, man. Don't tell me not man all this. Alexander was police, you know. So he know. But anyhow.
Good point.
Stephan,
at least he ought to know.
Stephan.
Yeah.
My partner X, Mr. Nobody. I want X to tell Mr. Nobody. I hear this morning on the news where Australia sent back a message to Trump where he telling them that he want them to sign an agreement that they mustn't sell none of their minerals to nobody it must only be to them, and anybody who them in dealing with, they mustn't deal with them. And the Prime Minister send back and tell him, well, he have to talk to the Parliament, and he turn and he tell them he will stand up for his sovereignty. Whatever resources Australia have is for the Australian people, and nobody is to dictate the pace. Ask Mr. Nobody if he get us to pull up yet on the on BSK International News. Have a good day.
All right, no problem. All right, 6224911. That is 6224911. And if you want to call us via WhatsApp, it is 394-4911. Let me go again. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. I wonder. Right, okay. Here happening. I wonder, I saw it right now. I wonder how to trust these politicians and these security people all around the place who controlling this system and this whole. Here happening. Up to this day, I wonder if anybody could tell me who is Mr. Big. Yeah, because he's only fool me getting fool all wrong.
Well, Karen Mr. Sheriff could tell you.
And telling me, we're hoping for this and we're hoping for that. Who is Mr. Big up to this day? Nobody up to now ever jump out and say that you see how a visa set up. I don't know what it is. This is.
All right.
I'm going with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but and Karen did remember Karen Unesi Sherry did an interview at a time and she said she know who the big boys are? Or something to that effect?
So they don't want to do to stop.
Hello, good morning. Yes, so yeah, let me go.
Yeah,
Morning.
Gentlemen, good morning. Quick
Yeah,
update
Trump,
here. Just say Malcolm X talking about Australia. Did you guys hear about the Iranian women's soccer team?
Yes, I heard about that.
Oh, what do they do?
The Australians,
and
Australia wanted to send them
just
back.
reminded me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it just reminded me of the Clive Panton, Clive Panton phone call that somebody just mentioned, because one member of the soccer team who was part of the, was a, extremist, went and she blew them out, and now they had to find a new hiding place for them.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something though. The Iranians learn a lot from the Russians. You guys remember a movie called The Hunt for Red October?
Yes.
Yep.
Remember the lowest guy in the ship, but he still had access to everybody because everybody had to eat, right?
Correct.
The Russian Kremlin put a KGB man on board. He's just the cook, and he stay back when everybody else left the ship. So the Iranians, besides getting strategic information about where to pinpoint strikes and stuff, the Russians helping them. But in addition to that, the Iranians learn also intelligence, mechanisms where even on a soccer team, they will always have one in there who is a sleeper cell. This is what we're concerned about, the sleeper cells here in America, that, China's favorite party and president, Sleepy Joe Biden, just let any and everybody through the borders.
Anybody and everybody through the borders.
And didn't vet anybody. So this is where we just waited now on tenterhooks, But anyway, and by the way, you know who deported the most legal aliens of all the presidents?
Barack Obama.
That's right. But you see, did you see the press out there when they went after these people when Obama did that? No. And as the drone in chief, as we call him, right? I ain't hear nobody hitting the streets and saying how evil America is when he slaughtered innocent people. When he was doing drone strikes.
The Democratic media would not cover that. I mean, after all, what threat was Syria and Libya to America when Obama dropped 26,000 missiles on them? It's 26,000 missiles, He dropped on Syria and Libya, And went in there.
And they ain't talking about the collateral damage that happened in that.
Yeah, son.
They ain't protesting in the streets. It depends on. Yeah. Anyway, guys, catch you later.
All right. Yeah, man.
Bye.
Cool. Yeah, the Iranian soccer team, I think Trump would tell them it's a female team, and he tell them, he said, listen, all they have to keep the people on them, But if you don't want to keep them, I'll take them.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But don't send them back Iran. Hello, morning.
Hello, morning.
It was something to that effect. Yeah,
yes,
what's going on?
Why just we don't like to call the big boys at them name? You want to call the name, this one who get it?
No, don't call no name, don't call no name.
Asking a question.
But you know it is, we don't have to call no name when
they have money to pay, right?
Yeah.
So why is the lowest class of the people that squeezing the balls?
Well,
Why is it doing the lower class? And
but this is what we're saying. This is what we're saying. The balancing of the field have to take place.
When and how long?
Well,
we live in a circle.
Well, when and hello?
Yeah.
When I don't know when could only be established when the authorities decide
and they didn't discipline the police too, They move him.
Yeah, they had moved the police
and
and transferred him. Yeah, you remember the story, man. You know the story well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they have money.
Yeah, exactly.
We the poor people have to park up the car and look for money to pay the ticket.
All right.
Thank you very much.
We hear you. You're not frightened. Yeah, man. Let me see this one,
Steph X.
Yeah, go ahead.
I heard somebody talk about Mr. Nobody there, but I wanted to ask Nobody. We try hard not to make Russia make money in oil by trying to buy. I hope he get his news. But now they are making more money in oil. Russia is making a ton of money now because the barrel is $120 a barrel. But we try to put sanction on Russia. That's how we think across the board. And by the way, I sent X a message. My brother was trying to get my nephew to lecture the doctors in Trinidad. I don't know if it's working. Because my niece was supposed to lecture the doctors in Trinidad a couple of years ago. But she was talking to the government, but I don't think anything happened. But my nephew, who is a baby doctor, he wanted to get them to talk to the like a lecture because that way he can get back to Trinidad.
All right.
Because we Trinidad, they do well all over the world, my friend.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right. Hold up here. We got to go to a break in a little bit. X, I know you saw the headline with Imbut, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah, because you read that out. But it's not just Imbut. As oil increases due to Mideast conflict, ASTT warns of higher food prices. This is the Agricultural Society of Trinidad and Tobago. The director, Donnie Rogers, is warning that the cost of imported food will rise exponentially as oil prices increase due to ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And this, he said, showed the need for food security and the shift from foreign goods to locally produced goods. Now, that's another conversation that's been going on for how long now?
A while.
How long we having our conversation with the food import bill?
About at least 15 years.
Right. And
no, even before that, in Manin time, we was talking of mega farms.
Right. But the problem is, we like to buy foreign.
Well, we love it.
Do we not?
Well, it's been going up exponentially
every year. So we're not supporting local.
And nothing new.
So you gotta get people to buy local in the supermarkets. Because when you go to the supermarket, I just buy local. The majority of my things be local. You wouldn't catch me buying Heinz ketchup, if you understand what I'm saying. Right. 1 or 2 acid and 2 I like my Mabel's boy.
You like it what?
My Mabel's. I like my Mabel's ketchup boy. I like my Mabel's and my Matooks now boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like that. I like it. I can't buy Heinz. But nevertheless, I'm just saying, I just try to support as much local products as possible. All the little cookies and things I might buy, although I can't know cookies right now. When man buying Oreo, and what's the next one? Chips Ahoy and all kind of thing. Which all them for. I just buy my local Bermuda's products. You understand? I when you go out in foreign, right? I mean, I don't know what the foreign trade market is like, but I've seen some of our local products out there. And they actually sell cheaper. Sometimes when you work $1 for $1, when you do the calculation, sometimes they're cheaper than outside and what they're selling it for down here, you know. How does this work out?
Yeah.
I see Cruickshank thing selling to me like, I think it was a little cheaper than what they sell it on the shelf for here, you know. I can't recall. But I know we had to stop importing. We just import avocados, not so?
Yeah.
All these things we import in, avocados, bananas. We just import bananas and thing too. I don't know why. We ain't producing that here.
No, not any quantity.
Not any quantity?
Economies of scale.
Economies of scale.
Yep.
And then apples.
Even worse. Because we don't grow apples.
I remember growing up as a little boy, it's only around Christmas time you used to see apple, you know.
So they have about 3 or 4 trees here.
Apple tree?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. We don't have much apple trees in Trinidad. We don't have the climate for apple.
Exactly. This one, I'm kind of surprised you're telling me we have about 3 or 4.
3 or 4. I see 3 or 4 of them here. Right?
No, well, I remember when I was growing up as a child. You might know this, you are around my era. It's only around Christmas time you used to get grapes pear, and apples.
Well, when NAR came in first
that was
time.
a big thing.
When NAR came in first time, you know there's some of the things that they cut out? You know that?
That was really?
Yes, they were saying the mantra back then was buy local.
Right.
Right. So they were on a trajectory to have local farmers provide the things that we needed here and don't buy too much foreign products.
Right.
So that's how we ended up with no grapes and that was our bacchanal back then. They bought them on no grapes and apple for Christmas and all kind of do this stuff.
Oh yeah, apple right through the year now. It's more apples than bananas.
Important.
You're more likely to get apples than bananas in Trinidad.
Right.
When you go to the fruit stall.
Right.
Bananas might be on shortage, but you're sure to get apples.
Right.
Oh, how that working out?
Right, okay.
Well, that not a natural thing we gain? What we gain? What we gain, Andrew? How that possible? I'm just saying. That apples in more abundance than bananas. I'm just asking a question.
Well, I don't know the philosophy.
You're not the answer for that one.
I don't know the philosophy of it.
We gotta go to where? As where? Azerbaijan. We gotta go to Azerbaijan. Hey, let me get a little bit of a recap, eh? Only hold some straight. We come back after this.
The winning numbers in the National Lottery online draws for Thursday, 12th March 2026. At 10:30 a.m., play away the number 31, Parcel Life, Mega
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Lene Lewis. Short.
Yeah. I think that was like $4 billion US at one point in time. I don't know if it's it gone. I don't know how significantly higher than that it went. But yeah, we had to get that under some level of control. And I guess supporting local is the best way to go.
Well,
but are our local products that far behind the foreign product?
Economies of scale. That is the problem. Getting the amount that we need to satisfy the nation on a consistent basis. That's the problem.
So you're saying our manufacturers can't produce enough?
No, we don't have that. We don't have that.
Seriously?
We don't have that. That is our problem here.
They can't.
We just don't have it. That's why they were talking about mega farms the other day and had the farms that are producing a certain amount and that just die natural death. And then we went back to importing, so it is what it is. You had to have the economies of scale in order to make it viable.
In order to make it viable.
Yeah.
All right. Morning. Azerbaijan has spoken. Go ahead. Right, let's go. Line sticking. Azerbaijan. Economies of scale. Azerbaijan say economies of scale. I don't know yourself. All right. 6224911.
Tons of them things we need, you know.
Morning.
Tons, you know. We don't have tons.
We don't have tons.
We may have kilograms, but we don't have tons. Hello, good day.
All you answering men, I want me to talk.
No, well, you go ahead, but I mean, really 4 times you're calling, but go ahead.
I don't know, people is calling more than me.
I feel like you're on the show, but go ahead.
All right, so here we're going on. All right, so we're talking about imports and exports. The truth is, that we come to a real serious. How much people really in this society, especially the capitalists and them, really serious about diversifying, changing the situation to some extent away from oil and gas? How much people really, truly want to do that? Yes, the poor class or some like we, so who talk and they talk and we recognize the thing. But the people who really had the money to do all the shippings and do not shippings and to open up all the big industries and things, really, do they really want to do it? Because somehow they're benefiting from what already existing as free money from the earth. So, I mean, it's we, I don't always say we the people that have consciously realized we're really going on with these hierarchies, these masses and them who controlling our system, keeping we poor and draining the country of the resources and making the church place publish when they're getting real money. But when time for diversification, they're not talking that talking. We who talking.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, man, no problem. Yep. I seen the moderator in the country. The moderator in the country is 67.
No, that was Rajin again.
Gosh, no. That was somebody else. Let me call him back. Let me see who that is. Yep, morning.
Good morning, Mr. Stephan.
Morning.
Mr. X. And to all the listeners.
Yes, I.
So, Mr. Stephan, I will not talk to Uncle X in the corner there. Because you're rough mouth.
You go rough you?
You just listen to me.
Okay, all right. Let me see.
Right? Now, how much chemical plant we have in Point Visas?
About 4.
About 4. Right. But I know it have about 6, right?
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
And where did they sell that product? Outside, right? So for time, they sell outside, right?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
When they negotiate a gas price, because there is a gas consumption to convert into fertilizer, right? No. If governments in previous years went time to negotiate, why do they negotiate a percentage at a cost to be on the market to give supply to local farmers? Because the same fertilizer at this high cost will go to America and outside Trinidad and Tobago. And they can still produce the same product you're talking about we import cheaper. Then, when rain falls and flood your place, that is nature, Mother Nature.
Right.
But when you go in the tributaries and run off our rivers, and you pull water to water your crop, is water on. And then they want to tell you the exorbitant price for wastewater, what passing through the river, like the Weimar River, the Caroni River,
All right.
and other places, where they could have given a subsidy, say that, okay, there's an incentive to farmers and regulate it.
Okay. Understood.
Tell me now, right? Which you need a tractor to plow your land, and it costs you $200,000. The ministry the other day buy tractors, and they say it's available to plow your land, and they can't get one. Simple thing like the black fly, since currently closed down, where the industry helping you as a fruit farmer, right? Citrus, you get an assistant. Where the assistants ready to put in. And in order to tell you, subsidized agriculture costing too much.
Okay.
But yet still, we will take $1 billion to build a highway and still cost overrun. We will take a private public participation to build a Ministry of Health main building and then put it as rent to own that the ministry will pay them after a period of time.
Okay.
But yet still, we will get subsidy and real incentive to family land. How long we are lasting on the books? And the plant, now, Astra, some years ago.
Quicker. I'll
plant apple.
Yeah.
So, I know we're going to the break, I'll call back later.
All right, yeah. All right. Yeah, no problem. Well, I mean, I ain't going to a break. I just have for the callers. Yeah, morning.
morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I want to find out something, right? When you say buy local, what do you mean? Because you say you're buying cricks, right? Where you get any flour to make the cricks? That is imported.
Right.
Most of our agricultural stuff, we're talking about cucumber, watermelon, baigan, all these. Most of these things are imported. It may not be imported from America, but it's imported.
It's imported from somewhere else. Some of the CARICOM neighbors, so on and so forth. So
understood. So what we mean by buying local? What is buying local?
I mean, what is buying local?
You know, buy Mabel ketchup.
Yes, but you know what local is. You know what you're answering your own question. Yes, but you're answering your own question, caller.
Well, right. So I mean, he say he is buy local. So that's what I'm to say. People say buy local. But what is buying local? Nothing we buy is really local.
Why are you saying that?
Why would that be?
Because most, as I say, the products that they use, let me say, a local manufacturer is local, right? But the products that local manufacturer put in his stuff.
You're saying that okay, the ingredients, some of the ingredients to produce that product is imported.
But the ingredients he's using is imported. So there's nothing really like buying local.
Yes, we can't supply the local market if we put things in place. If we put downstream industries and things to manufacturing efforts in place and planting efforts in place, we will be able to supply. But we don't have the supply for most of the items.
Our lifestyle has changed.
Well, I'm saying there are several.
As we said before, our parents want us to get an education that we don't have to go into farming. because they were already farmers. You see how it was. They want us now to be lawyers and
they want to be lawyers and doctors and yeah.
So the farming industry should have went down and the decline. When we had tyranny and all these things closed down, so we don't have agriculture. Remember they try in the space Chagaramas there. That's only bush now.
The mega farms, yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's only bush.
Yeah, but
okay.
we tried it. We have lost the opportunity to build a farming community. We have lost the opportunity. But we may be able to catch it back if we put the right things in place, which we are not doing just yet.
Well, that starts with a higher allocation in the budget
they have to
for agriculture.
Agriculture get the lowest budget.
Always get the lowest. That's the dog house. When they put in agriculture, the dog house.
Look, you want people to invest in agriculture, but agriculture get the lowest budget.
Exactly.
Look Bertie's ketchup.
But thanks a lot, man. Man.
Look Bertie's pepper.
Bertie's pepper sauce.
You know the kind of pressure he maybe went in to try to scale that business. You feel like business easy to scale?
That's not going to be an easy business.
It's nice and day when it's 20 and 30 people. But when they start creating 100,000 and had to create bottles for every supermarket in the country, you feel that easy to scale?
If you
don't get an investor, you can't scale that business properly. There's problems to scale. That's by manufacturing equipment. You're going from little
from a small operation
and expanding that to big thing, turning pepper and conveyor belt and all kind of mad thing going on.
Your cost
will go up, you know what I mean? So it's not easy to scale. So we don't have the economies of scale for most of the items that we import, and that's why we import it.
Right, but we had to figure out the solution.
But we had to figure out the solution.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to take this one. Final caller. Morning. We have about 4 minutes. Morning.
Yeah, morning, gentlemen. I know time kind of tight now, but what the guy that's saying that parents had to educate the children, which I agree with. But when we go back in the 70s on the oil boom days, when you had these things like crash program.
Yeah, but they never instilled that back in them days, so it's hard to really build that now. They never instilled that back then. When they had the money, when we had two boom, in this country and all done, 2 boom,
And look what Guyana doing. Guyana has money now, and they're still focusing on agriculture.
Right.
We didn't do that.
Well, they're not focusing on agriculture like Truro is.
Yeah. But all right, caller, thanks. I don't need song distant, boy. A song real soft on the phone. I don't know if you're talking to the speaker phone or where it is causing that. But yeah, the issue is we need to find a solution. Right?
Well, I have a couple solutions, but it will cost, and you can't do it with a low budget. So
well, that's what I'm saying. So if we're really serious about agriculture, then there has to be a larger allocation in the budget towards agriculture. We have to show that you're serious about it. You have to spend money in order to improve the sector. We can't get it going with that little bit of money that is get. My mother was in agriculture, you know. My mother was a director in Cardi, you know. So my mother very passionate about agriculture. If you go, my mother is all kind of plant, all kind of tree, plant, and all kind of... Watch me. No, I don't like to really go up there because I don't like snake and lizard and them kind of thing now, boy. You know what I mean? And you know when you're hunting like that, it's encouraging like that. And frog and all kind of thing. I don't know all of that. But I'm just saying, you know, my mother's been in agriculture for years. And she has told me about certain programs and things that they were and initiatives that they had, and I don't know whether look at the you remember this? I remember the St. Augustine nurseries. The St. Augustine nurseries. They said that's some of the best soil that it have in Trinidad and Tobago, and they wanted to put house in there. You remember that? But I think the Lucy matter and the nurseries has been restored to the agricultural feel that it was meant to be. Right. Those the St. Augustine nurseries. But we can't be serious about agriculture if we want to turn good agricultural land into housing. We can't be serious. If you understand what I'm saying. So I think we have enough young farmers. I think a lot of young people are interested in farming, but it has to be profitable, like any other business. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. It's hard work, but I think we have the interest is there. There is a guy, I have a fella, you know, we could bring him on to talk about this, you know. He's real versed in it, boy. oh gosh, what's his man name again, boy? I try to remember his name, boy, but he has been in the agricultural sector as a young fella. And to this day, my mother actually introduced me to him. Oh God, but I try to remember the man name, boy. But he's a big one in the agricultural sector. And he's been doing tremendous work all over the world. You understand? All over the world. So he's been to Europe and things for seminars on agriculture, and he's done presentations and things like that. Yeah. And he could give us an idea as to where we need to head. We don't want to hear it from a political perspective. I would rather hear it from the layman, the man who actually toiled in the soil, if you understand where I'm coming from, and to know what the industry needs, what we're lacking in this industry. So, the conversation is there. The conversation is there to be had. I'll see if I could reach out to him and get him in studio so we could have a conversation on it. But yeah, we definitely have to expand, or we have to invest, or we have to do something to boost that sector. And the only way we're gonna even dent that import bill is if we get serious with the local sectors, the agricultural sector and so on and so forth. So conversation to be had. But I like the enthusiasm. I like the calls and the comments towards it. We do appreciate that. We're coming up on just about a minute till noon. X.
I've seen Lida on Nandefco board here.
Yes, so Lida. We could get him in as well.
I'll talk to Lida.
I'm a boy,
Yeah, I could get him here.
That's my boy. I'm trying to get some things from them for my run. So that's my boy. Some banana and watermelon and things.
Yeah, he and Nandefco board. Because there needs to be a new philosophy. But then this board only got appointed about
recently.
a month
Just recently.
Also, So
he told me they had a meeting last week Tuesday.
Yeah.
That was their first meeting.
Right.
And to keep in contact with him, but he's a good one to bring in.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him and see if we can get him here to talk a little bit about what are the plans. But I know they wouldn't have, because Rafi was waiting on that board for a while.
Seconds. Yeah.
He's waiting for that board for a while,
right.
And that board is very pivotal in terms of how they go about the actual policies that the ministry would have against the board of NAMDEFCO and places like that that actually deal with the actual vegetables and the farmers.
We'll get them in. Don't frighten. Hit them the closing.
Even the others of mine, some genius of expressing the obvious, so stop walking around the tongue with the blinkers on. It's just mirroring that post. Have a good day, TNT, and mind your bloody business.
All right, we out until tomorrow, people. Who knows? We may get the list.
Afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Mahalia Joseph Horton, and this is the TTT